Hi guys, so welcome back to another tutorial. So today we're going to do the clothes we saw on the thumbnail. So the first thing I'm going to do, the length I'm working with is 40, so I'll be adding 1 inch for seam allowance. So our chest line is 9, is 8, then plus 1. Remember that for your shoulder slope you have to add it, or else your shoulder will be very tight. So we're working with 9. Then her nipple to a bust palm is 11. I don't need that on that bust, so we'll move to the waist. Yeah, this is 16. Oh, sorry. So this is 16. Then from my waist to hip is 10. Then I have 26. I'm out of focus, I know, but let me just do another line to get accurate line. So we have 9, we have 11, we have 16, and we have 26. So let me put this into a straight line. So this is the chest line, this is the waist, this is the hip, and this is the full length I'm working on. My camera could not capture everything, so let's focus on the upper part. Then as we go on, I think my waist is showing too. Then this is my bust point line. I forgot to measure it. So this is my bust point. Our shoulder measurement is 15. 15 divided by 2, that will give me 7.5. So then add 1 inch for seam allowance. So my chest line, I'm going to mark that same 8 inch. So that's 8. Then I'll put it into a straight line. Then I have something like this. Then on my shoulder, I'll slope it by 1. Then I'll do 3 by 3 neckline for this. I'm still going to alternate it, but okay, yes, let me do 3 by 3. Then for the back, 3 by 1. Get your curve. Then this 3 by 3. Then 3 by 1 for the back, so I curve it. Then this is for the front. So that's like style has a slit in front. So I'm going to be doing half an inch here. Then since I already take 3 here, let me see. I'll stop at 6, so that by the time I take half an inch for sewing, I'll be left with 6.5. So this is it, and this for the back. So let's go to the bust. Bust is 37 divided by 4. I have 9.25. So 9.25, I'll just approximate it to 9.5. So 9.5, this is 9.5. Then I'm going to be adding, since it's a free dress, I'll be adding 1 inch for, remind me again, 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for seam allowance. So that is it. Then I'll come to the waist. So everything I have there, I'll just bring it down to the bust point. Then on the waist, she has 32. 32 divided by 4, that's 8. Then I'm going to add 1 inch for ease allowance, like it's a free dress, and 1 inch for sewing allowance. So that's 10 all together. I'm going to connect from the bust to the waist measurements. Then we'll move to our hip line. Then remember that our hip from shoulder to hip, that's from shoulder to the hip, is 26. Then on the hip, our measurement is 42. 42 divided by 4, that will give me 10.5. So I'm going to add 10.5. Then I will add 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing allowance. I'm so sorry, my camera could not capture that area, so that's all I did. Then the same measurement, I just took it down. I took it to the down like that. The same measurement I have on the hip is a free dress, but if you want the down part to be a little bit painful, you can just reduce, you can remove 1 inch from your hip measurement and put it there. Sorry, I forgot to measure that. When I was folding this fabric, I folded the front and the back together. So on the back part, it has the zipper allowance. So let's work on that part. So that's my waistline. On my waistline, I took 0.75 just to eliminate the bulge that is always at the back. Then I connect it to my chest line. Then from that side, I also connect it to the hip side. That's 0.75. So that's 0.75 I took. I'm going to add it back to the waist at the back, because if I didn't do that, my waist is going to be short. So I added it back, and I also connected back to the chest line and also to the hip side. That's what I did. If you're not doing inside that, you can just reduce your back from the waist part. like 0.75 for medium average. You can even do 0.5, but I like to do 0.75 or 1 inch depending on the body type I'm working with. So that's all I did. Let's cut this upper part together. You cut the shoulder part. Remember to add half inch for joining. Oh, I forgot that I didn't do the armhole. So from that armhole, you have to get your midpoint. That I think it's going to be 8 inches. So get the midpoint. That's 4. Then you come inside by half an inch. Then you connect it to the shoulder and also to your chest line. That's for the armhole cuff. Then you can also cut the same thing from front and back depending, and you can also reduce. You can just cut out the front like that and make sure that the back is not up to half an inch. It could be 0.25. You could do that. So I'm going to cut the back first, then I'll trim out the half an inch for the front later. So that's all I did. Move to the back. I'll open the zipper allowance and also cut out the 0.75. Then we'll move to the neckline. Cut out the back neckline first and cut out the front neckline. Remember the front has a slit in front, so you do that. And then that's all for the cutting. So we'll move to the sleeve. So for this sleeve, I have 10.5, then the length of 22. I'm working with 2.5, and she still wants a fabric scarf, so that's for a scarf. Then we'll move to the upper part. So in order to get the cap height, you're going to divide your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1, so which gave me 4.5. But I decided to add half an inch, so I'm doing 5 inches here. It's a free dress, so I remember I added ease to the bust measurement when I was drafting the dress, so that's why I'm adding half an inch. So I have 5.5. So on that, you're going to input your chest line. Remember, it's 8. You're going to input 8 there, then get a straight line and connect it to the top of the fabric, to the tip of the fabric. Then get the midpoint of that line. When you get the midpoint, you come up by half an inch a bit, then you connect the half an inch, then the other half that is there, you divide it into 2 also. So connect, just draw a curved line to the upper part, then connect it back to the lower part. Do you see as I'm doing it? So after that, you can just measure it, see if it's going to be complete. But if it's not, you can bring back the dress that you sew, remove the half an inch, remove the seam allowance, and also remove the seam allowance on the shoulder. Measure it, then know whatever you get, calculate it on this one. If it's not enough, add to it, add your seam allowance and connect so that you don't have any shortage. You can do that. The wideness of this is 10.5. So but the upper part I want it a bit fitted, so I put a bicep and I added 2 inches to it. So I'm trying to see how I can connect it, but at least I just curve it out a little bit. I want it to be a little bit tight on the upper part and free on the down part. So after that, you cut it out. That's what you have. So you cut and cut. Remember that this sleeve will be adding ostrich to the down part, so I'm going to be sewing ostrich to it. So whenever you're calculating your sleeve measurement, also add the ostrich. But the ostrich I'm adding, I think, is like 2.2 inches. So this is the sleeve after joining it, and also this is the dress itself. I cut it facing and I use hemming gum to iron it so I can have a clean finish. Then this is the sleeve. I sew it by half an inch. So I'm going to measure the total I have left. Then I'll bring out my ostrich. I double this ostrich. You can either sew it on top like I did, or you sew in between using the facing to turn to the side, but I did sew it like this. And I hope you like the video and I hope you learned something. If you have any question, you can comment under the comment section. Thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you. Please remember to like and subscribe so you can see how the ostrich look on it. I doubled it, so I hope you like it. Thank you to my old and my new subscriber. I love you guys. Thank you.